Hey everybody, welcome to PBM's Video Entertainment, and welcome back to another episode of Veggietales Home Media Reviews. That's right, you heard it here folks, Veggietales Home Media Reviews has not been cancelled. It was just on hold for like a year and a half, but now Veggietales Home Media Reviews is finally back. And also I like to point out that this year is the 30th anniversary of Veggietales, so happy anniversary to Veggietales. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about The End of Silliness, another VeggieTales sing-along video. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump into the history of The End of Silliness. So we're going to start off with the VHS copies, like we always do. So the original VHS copy of The End of Silliness, aka Silly Sing-Along 2, was originally released back in November 24th of 1998, distributed by Word Entertainment. And then January 11th, 2000, it was reprinted by Word once again. And then the Lyric Studios copy was finally released back in May 23rd of 2000. And then on June 18th of 2002, it was reprinted by Warner Brothers. Now, jumping into the DVD section, so the DVD copy of The End of Silliness was released back in September 18th of 2007, distributed by Genius Products. Then on January 19th of 2010, it was reprinted by Vivendi Entertainment, and it could be found in the Big River Rescue DVD copy. And it could also be found in these multi-packs as well. And now we got the history part out of the way, let's jump into my copies of The End of Silliness. Alright, we will now jump into my copies of The End of Silliness. So, as some of you may remember, I used to have the Word Entertainment copy, but then basically replaced it with this Lyric Studios copy, because of course, I want to get all of the Lyric Studios VHS tapes, and now I got them all, at least for the main line. Anyways, so yeah, this is the 2000 Lyric Studios copy of The End of Silliness. So, I got this at a Half Price Books for $1, pretty good deal. On top it says Veggietales Deliciously Silly. Says Detroit Free Press, Big Ideas Veggietales. I love the background's pretty cool. The End of Silliness title card, more really silly songs, and of course we have Larry freaking out like this is the end of silliness. You know. Anyways, spine, Big Idea logo, scrolling down here, character profile of Archibald Asparagus, same thing on this spine, and then here's the top. Running time is approximately 30 minutes. And here's the back side. Here we have some scenes from the episode. Could this be the end of silliness? And you can pause and read the blurb if you want to read through all that. Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun. And then a special bonus feature is the yodeling veterinarian of the Alps. And then here we have the songs that are included, Lyric Studios logo, and all that cover information and warning, blah blah. Here's tape, green tape, and it's a sticker label. Print date says April 13th, 2000. And now we'll take a look at the DVD copy. So far I have the 2004 Sony Wonder copy, so let me talk a little bit more about how End of Silliness came to DVD. So, the original End of Silliness DVD copy could actually be... It was originally found in this complete Silly Song collection. And then we got End of Silliness DVD like by itself in 2007. So yeah. Here we have Larry the Cucumber with this jukebox machine. It's a 4-disc collection. Includes End of Silliness, and it also includes various silly songs, the Ultimate Silly Song Countdown, and a new Veggiorama Jukebox. Spine, here we have Big Idea logo, Sony Wonder, same thing on this spine, and then top, bottom, back, And all the Veggietales DVDs in the United States and Canada are Region 1, rated G in Canada. Caution for serious silly fans only. And we'll have a look at the, let's see. Alright, here's the disc. Pretty cool. And now we will jump into the DVD menu tour for the end of Silliness. Alright, we have now jumped into the menu tour for the end of Silliness. So we have play video, features, fun, chapters, and settings. And there's an Easter egg right here, which basically, it's basically like behind the scenes, some more behind the scenes with like Phil Fisher. Anyways, let's go to features, shall we? Behind this, for our features, here we have behind the scenes, audio commentary, and previews. Let's have a look at the previews, shall we? Here we have Sumo of the Opera, Bob and Larry's How to Draw, Princess and the Pie War, Minnesota Cuke, the Complete Silly Song Collection, A Snoodle's Tale, Bountiful Joe, and Veggie Classics. Let's see if there's any Easter eggs. Nope. And I want to see if there's any Easter eggs hiding around here. Oh, there's one. Cool beans. And let's go to fun. So here we have Veggie Trivia, Guess the Song Larry's Humming Game, How to Draw the Peas from Joshua, How to Draw the Bear from the Yodeling Vet, Music Lessons with Kurt, and DVD-ROM Fun. And there is another Easter egg right here. For our chapters, here we have the Diner, Veggietales theme song, Song of the Cebu, Promised Land, Good Morning George, Thankfulness Song, Keep Walking, Big Things 2, Stuff Mart Rap, Cheeseburger Song, The People Have Spoken, and The Yodeling Veterinarian of the Alps. For our settings, here we have audio. For audio, here we have 2.0 stereo, and then audio 5.1 digital surround, and then English subtitles, so you could switch them on or off. And that's it for the menu tour. Now we're going to jump into my review and thoughts on the end of Silliness. So overall, do I recommend the end of Silliness? Well, I gotta say, I honestly like this a little better than Very Silly Songs because, well, comparing not sure what you call it, because those scenes, I mean, well, or segments or whatever, basically the series, I mean, this episode doesn't take place in the countertop area. It takes place around Jimmy's diner and stuff like that during a rainy day and everything. And then of course you have Larry worrying that that Silly Songs is coming to an end, and yeah, because some of you may remember from Josh and the Big Wall and Madame Blueberry, basically with Song of the Cebu that was featured in Josh and the Big Wall. According to Archibald, it turned out to be a disappointment, is what he declared it. And then when Madame Blueberry began, basically, at first we all thought Larry was going to do another Silly Song, but it turns out Silly Songs was canceled until further notice and was replaced by Mr. Lunt's love song called His Cheeseburger. And then after that, we jump into this, where basically Larry's worried, is Silly Songs coming to an end? What's going on? Then, of course, he shows Jimmy the Song of the Cebu, which, of course, I'm sure Jimmy remembers that because he was there too, you know? Anyways, but yeah. And then, somewhere at the mid-end of the episode, Archibald, of course, revealed his because after Song of the Cebu, Archibald was wearing a coat and was to kind of disguise himself or whatever. And then of course at the at the mid-end, we all heard Archibald's voice, and he played the cheeseburger song, and then Jimmy was appalled about what Archibald had done and stuff like that. And he said that the fans have spoken, that Silly Songs was, of course, not coming to an end, and it's still continuing, you know, and yeah, and as a reward for Silly Songs coming back, Larry plays a new silly song called "The Yodeling Veterinarian of the Alps," which, of course, that one's a good one. So it's kind of like with Very Silly Songs, because at the last song we get a brand new song, because Very Silly Songs, we got a new song, which is "The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything," and now with the end of Silliness, the new silly song that we got is "The Yodeling Veterinarian of the Alps." Yeah. So yeah. Now I'm not saying that Very Silly Songs is bad. I mean, well, for the Very Silly Songs, like the countertop scenes that we got was basically like Larry thinks it's a workout video, he thinks it's a success video, or he thinks it's like a home improvement video or whatever. But then at the end he realized it's a sing-along video. So yeah. So there wasn't a whole lot of I mean, it was barely like it wasn't like a plot or anything. It was kind of like a yeah. Just like Larry being Larry. Anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, for countertop, I mean, well, basically for segment wise, yeah, and the silliness is probably better. Yeah. So so if you liked Very Silly Songs, I think you're gonna like the end of Silliness better, because let me tell you, there is like a story to this, because well, it takes place after like Madame Blueberry and everything. Yeah. So yeah, this was definitely a good follow-up to Josh and Big Wall and Madame Blueberry and all that stuff, you know? Yeah. And I'm glad, of course, Archibald, basically brought back Silly Songs and stuff like that. Or, you know how he said, like, the Silly Song fans have spoken? Like, if you've seen the episode, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyways, do I recommend The End of Silliness? The answer to that is yes. This one's definitely another good sing-along video. And of course, this one does actually have a story in it, while Very Silly Songs does not. Yeah. And of course, The Yodeling Veterinarian of the Alps, definitely a good silly song. And of course, gotta love classic Veggietales, you know, from like 1983 through 2001. Like basically around that time where Lyric Studios and Hit Entertainment were basically their mass market distributors and stuff like that, you know? Which, of course, I'll explain more on that when I review, like, Lilo Kind Viking, the Ultimate Silly Song Countdown, and stuff like that. Anyways, so overall, I recommend you pick up The End of Silliness. Definitely a good one. Anyways, that about wraps up this video, and the next episode will be on Larry Boy and the Riverweed, so please stay tuned. See y'all next time. Bye.